Helene Kwong, and I am the CEO and founder of Hashtagitude. Of course, I'm going on a little early, so for those of you who are just joining now, like I said, I'm Helene, CEO and founder of Hashtagitude, and we are a digital marketing agency here in Denver, and we serve businesses that have a focus on community growth. Why community growth and just serving the community authentically is important is because in the long run, if your business is all transactional and it's not so much focused on building that community, then of course it won't help sustain your business's success. So just give a few more minutes. And if you're interested in staying up to date about upcoming Motivation Monday topics and also about any events coming up here in Denver for Hashtagitude, here's our mailing list. Hopefully that's not backwards, because it's backwards to me. I'll give a few more minutes since it is still before 2 o'clock. I'm in the brightest conference room, at least here on the 13th floor of ModWorks, and it looks like it's gonna rain or do something, maybe snow. And feeling a little self-conscious, I guess. Right, 1:59. Okay, now it's officially 2 o'clock. So, welcome to the first Motivation Monday of the month. It's going to be a new Facebook Live series for Hashtagitude, and we're going to test it out for the month of March. And if you're interested in seeing the Motivation Monday Facebook Live sessions go on past March, we'll have a survey for everyone on the last week of March. So look out for that, especially if you're tuning in on a regular basis. So we came up with Motivation Monday because figured, why not get your week started off on the right foot? And since March is the month when spring does come around in a few weeks, figured it's a good time to start things up for everyone else in terms of digital marketing. You might have fallen off the wagon since the beginning of the calendar year, and March is a good time to get back on the wagon. So we're going to go on live every Monday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, at least in this month. And so, of course, if you can't catch us live, you can always catch the replay on our Facebook page itself. So to start off again with introductions, I'm Helene, CEO and founder of Hashtagitude, and I've had my agency for about 2 years now, and we're a small but mighty team of 3, growing as well. And we serve businesses that are community-oriented, so these businesses want to grow their community, grow their fan base, but also want it to be authentic growth versus pure number of followers, etc. So today's topic is tips and tricks for social media platforms. I'll be giving 2 tips per popular social media platform. So the popular ones I'd consider are LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So unfortunately, because I am using my phone and not using my computer, I can't actually show you all where exactly these features are, but I'll be giving you the notes, or I'll be giving you the directions on how to find these features on each of these platforms. So, of course, get your notebooks handy, get your pens and pencils ready, or just catch the replay. So we'll start off with Facebook. So if you own a Facebook page for your business or for yourself, which is different from your profile, there is a way for you to rearrange your Facebook page tabs and even change your Facebook page theme. So in order to do this, you go to your Facebook page, you'll see the settings in the upper right hand corner of your page. Go to the settings, click on that, then go to the edit page, which is on the left column menu, and then you'll see a screen that basically gives you templates and tabs options. I actually just discovered this a couple weeks ago. So our page is actually currently set to the services theme, but you have the option to choose shopping, business, venues, or other types of pages for your business page theme. Depends on what type of business you have. So that's the first tip. You can definitely change around your tabs. You might have noticed with the new Facebook page layout that the left-hand navigation on your page is now slightly different. Your post might be buried at the very last part of the list of navigation items. But yes, you can rearrange that and allow for your post to be pushed up, or your views, or your events, depending on what's more important for your Facebook page itself. Okay, so the second tip is, and you might have heard this before, but in case you haven't, yes, there are 3 different Facebook Messenger inboxes. So the one that you're probably most familiar with is the recent one, which you'll get the little notification badge whenever you do get a message in that box. But there's also message request inbox, and there's also a filtered request inbox. And the message request inbox is easier to find, but the filtered one is not as easy to find. But you'll have to click on the message request first to be able to see where the filtered request inbox is. So if you're on your phone, if you're on your desktop, you can probably find these. You can find the message request inbox pretty, I would say, relatively easy compared to the recent Facebook Messenger inbox. And if you're joining me live, be sure to say hello, of course. That will help me feel less nervous. Anyway, next tip, or next 2 tips are for Twitter. And if you do use Twitter on a regular basis, you might already be familiar with these features, but just in case you're not, Twitter lists are very useful, especially if you get overwhelmed with your Twitter feed and you want to just see certain people's tweets over others. So you can find your Twitter list by either clicking on your profile icon in the upper right hand corner of the Twitter page if you're on a desktop, or you can also just click on your Twitter profile and find lists across the horizontal menu tabs under your cover photo on the desktop as well. On tablet or mobile device, let me see. I'm actually looking at my mobile device right now, my tablet. So on Twitter's mobile app, let me see. You can click on the Me tab that's across the bottom of the app, and you can click the little gear icon that's right underneath your Twitter cover photo, and that's where you can also find your lists on a mobile app. The second Twitter tip I have for you is, Twitter, like all the other social media platforms has instigated? No. They've enforced the algorithm so that then you see the more relevant tweets up top, just like Facebook. So, Facebook posts aren't reverse chronological anymore. Twitter is the same as well. So is LinkedIn, so is Instagram. Everyone's going that way. So if you don't like the Twitter algorithm, like I personally don't like to see the best tweets or what I've missed at the top, I like to just see everything reverse chronological. You can actually switch it back to reverse chronological order or the original view by following these directions. And first I'll give you the desktop directions, and then I'll give you the mobile app. On desktop, you're on Twitter, go to your profile, go to your settings, scroll to the content page, or scroll to the content section of the settings, and there's an area that says timeline. So you should unselect that, unselect the show me best tweets first, and that's how you can get your timeline back to the reverse chronological order. On the mobile app, you should go to your profile, go to the gear icon again, go to settings, timeline, and then you can just swipe off for show me best tweets first. So if you don't want to see, the best tweets first and you just want to go to reverse chronological, that's how you can do it. Or there's two alternatives. So you can use TweetDeck on the desktop, tweetdeck.com, and that will generally just show you things in reverse chronological. Or you can use Echophone, ECHOFON, which is an iOS and Android app on your mobile device. And I'll go ahead and type these into the comments later on after I'm finished with this broadcast. But Echophone is also good for viewing your list better and also searching for hashtags. So I see that there are 2 people on, so feel free to say hi. I'm now in the middle of all the content. So next up is Instagram, and the last we'll be talking about is LinkedIn. So with Instagram, the 2 tips for this platform is, yes, you do have an inbox on Instagram as well. You might have noticed on the mobile app that there is a little paper airplane icon in the upper right-hand corner of your app. So you can click on that, and that's where you can get your private messages on Instagram. So they more or less act the same as Facebook messages. But be on the lookout for message requests from accounts you may not follow. Those might not show up as obviously as messages from people that you do follow, so just be sure that you check your Instagram inbox pretty diligently. There's also a way to do Instagram group messaging, which I only just discovered last week as well. So on Facebook, you might have noticed that you can also do group messaging on Facebook. So because Instagram is owned by Facebook now, you can do the same. So the second tip for Instagram is how you can search for hashtags that you can use for your posts and get your posts found. Hashtags are very useful on Instagram posts just because then when you put a certain hashtag on your post, more people in the Instagram world will be able to see your post and like it, comment, follow you, etc. So on the Instagram app, you can select the magnifying glass icon, which is, I believe, the second icon on the bottom row of your navigation. Then at the top of the screen where you see the magnifying glass for searching, you should select tags. Type in the kind of hashtag that you want to use and see how many people are using it. Pro tip for you, we recommend going for the less popular Instagram tags, such as less than 500,000 uses, because you can find more genuine connections that way, and your post will stay in the most recent feed longer. If you use anything more popular, they'll usually end up being the spam feeds, the spam bots who will like or comment on your posts. Also check out the more popular hashtags, mainly to see related hashtags that are related to like hashtag music. There's certain less popular hashtags that you could probably use where your post would be found more easily than if you used hashtag music. And now finally we're on to LinkedIn. So if you ever need to remove any connections that you make on LinkedIn for any reason, you can do it. On your desktop, you can navigate to My Network, which is in the top menu. Click on Your Connections number on the left column. Search for that connection if necessary, and then click the 3 dots next to the connections listing, and there's only one option, Remove Connection. So with that, then that person's off your LinkedIn connection list. On the mobile app, you can select My Network, which is on the bottom menu of the app. Click Number of Connections at top of the screen, so under the search bar, and then you click the 3 dots next to the connection listing. There's 2 options there. You can either message that person or you can remove them. So make sure that you're selecting the correct one. Also on LinkedIn, you can save articles, and this is only on the mobile app itself. But visit your news feed on the mobile app, and if you see an article that you want to read later or save for a reference later, there's a bookmark icon right next to the article title, so you can just click that. To see the articles that you've saved, you can click on your click on your icon or your profile icon in the upper left corner to go to your profile. Then you scroll a little bit down your profile and under the who's viewed your profile and visits your article stats, you'll see how many articles you have saved. And from there you can see where your articles are that you've saved. So a lot of this material for today probably was a bit boring, maybe not so interesting, especially if you can't see the actual screen. But if you need a video demo, just let me know. We can do an Uber conference and I can do a little screen share with you to show you where to find certain features that I talked about today. So upcoming Motivation Monday topics. Next week is about networking at events and online, how you can follow up, how to just properly network versus just spraying and playing or praying, however that saying goes. March 20th, which is the following Monday, is spring cleaning your social media, which is timely just because that's when the first day of spring is. And the 27th, which is the last Monday of March, you'll learn how to do proper customer service on social media and how not to do too as well, I guess. So upcoming events from #Itude, we will be doing free walk and talk events with Walk to Connect here in Denver. They will most likely be in downtown, and more details will be coming soon. I'm aiming for third Tuesdays of each month starting next month. Also, we'll be starting our marketing success happy hours next month as well. The final Wednesdays of each month starting in April, we'll be having some happy hour events at ModWorks, which is where we are currently officing out of. More details will be coming from that, so if you want to stay in touch and learn more about the events, here again is how you can sign up for our mailing list. This is the VIP list. Hopefully that wasn't backwards, but if it was, it's http, is bit.ly/#itude-VIP email, and I'll type it into the comments as well afterwards. But thanks for tuning in today, and hopefully it was helpful. But like I said, if you need to have me do a little screen share walkthrough with you, feel free to reach out, and we'll get an appointment scheduled. So hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you again next Monday.